Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. How are you today? And welcome to today's live video. And I just want to reach out to you today to see how you're getting on, what's happening with you out there as we go into, I think it's day 31 of the lockdown. So my question really is to find out, how is the coronavirus affecting your life? What's happening? Have there been any major changes that are happening in your life? And what are some of the changes? So I hope that today we'll be able to be interactive, and you can post your messages below after this live video. And you know, it's really strange because yesterday I had a coffee break meeting with some of my business partners, and we were all discussing how things are for everybody. And it was very strange because we had people from South Africa, we had people from England, from Kenya, Israel, all talking about how things are for them. And it's strange to see, hi Lisa, it's really strange to see how, or the perspective from which everybody, depending on which country they're in or where they are, what perspective they have on this coronavirus. So the people from England were busy talking about how people are being affected by not being able to go out, how people are getting really lonely and getting depression because they're not able to socialize and see people, and talking about what's happening to those drug addicts out there, you know, who's taking care of them, how many of them are dying and they're not being recorded. It was really, really strange because the fellow from Israel was talking how the Israeli government had taken over hotels, and the hotels were turned into hospitals. So people who were found or suspected to have the virus were being taken from their homes and put in these lavish hotels, everything paid for, medical paid for, you know, basically just living in the lap of luxury, paid for by the government, just like, you know, in Europe, what's going on. And then we had people from Africa, we had people from Zimbabwe, from Kenya, and theirs was a totally different take on what's happening there. And we were saying this isolation, when you're talking to people and saying, people, please isolate. Isolation in Africa, in many places, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are people who live lavishly in Africa, but majority of people live on top of each other. They're living in these crowded areas. And when you're talking about self-distancing, that word doesn't apply to them, because you can imagine if you're living in a township and you have this one room, and there was actually a video of this woman who was taking these journalists around her room, and it's a biggish room, and she would point to the corner, that's my kitchen, that is my bedroom, that's my office, that's my living room, and the toilet, oh, we have to go outside to the toilet, it's a communal toilet. And where do you have your shower, she's asked. She says, we don't have showers, we have a bath. So where's your bathroom? And she says, this is my bathroom, and there's a little space in the middle of our house, and this is where she has a bucket bath. So why am I telling you this story? It's really amazing how, like, now we have this virus going around, and we kind of are sending out the same message, all parts of the world: stay clean, wash your hands, do that, social distancing. And we really haven't thought the impact it's going to have on people who don't have the luxury of having that distance to social distance. And I was, you know, coming from Kenya myself, I was listening, or I listened to stories about how people are going around this idea of not traveling or being quarantined in their villages or towns. And people are becoming really, really clever. You know, they're trying to get themselves into hearses that are taking bodies back home for burial. I mean, it's something that you can't fathom being where we are right now. So my talk today is to really, for me, I need to be able to just talk to people from different countries, different walks of life, to see how this coronavirus is actually affecting them. I have a friend who says, you know, she has not seen a person face to face in the last almost 6 weeks because she suspected she had the coronavirus, but she is been self-quarantining, and she sits in her room day in, day out. There are people who deliver food for her, and she's just so scared of going out now, although she feels much better. But the thought of going out, and she thinks she might contact the disease again, is very scary for her. So the only way that we are able to communicate is through our Facebook Live communication, our Zoom calls, which we do every day. And that gives us some kind of sense of security, some kind of sense of belonging. And that's when it really hit me that there are people out there who really have nobody to turn to. They don't have somebody to talk to, and therefore they depend on social media for that human connectivity. As I sit here today, I'm looking outside. It's nice, it's sunny, and I will be going out for my walk soon. I'm so thankful that I live in this amazing place. So when we finish here today, I would really be happy if you could comment below on you personally. How has coronavirus changed your life? What has happened to me during this coronavirus lockdown? It's just got me into going deeper into thinking about who I am, what I stand for, why I'm here. So I am going deeper into asking questions which probably I would never have asked before, you know. And I was telling somebody, it's all about finding Rose. Who is she? Where is she going? And this is what I'm really working on. And how am I doing that? I'm doing a lot of reading. I'm doing a lot of research online. I'm talking to different people in different groups, places probably where I would never have gone before if it wasn't for this lockdown. And I'm finding that it really does help when you engage with people from a different group that you would not ordinarily be engaging with. And this is what Corona has done for me. It's just made me become a more open and accepting person, and therefore being less judgmental to people and being open to listening to other people's ideas, to listen to what other people think, rather than me just making the assumption that what I know to be the truth, to be the correct thing. So it will be very interesting for me to hear from you guys. How has coronavirus changed you? What has it brought into your life? What has it taken out of your life? And let's continue this conversation tomorrow morning. So I'll be looking forward for your comments so that we can talk about them tomorrow. So please stay safe, stay well, and see you on the other side of Corona. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.